Everyone, we've just nearly finished day 4 here on our Lesvos impact, and I just want to give you an update of where we are. We had an amazing day again today. We went up to Camp Moria and we're serving there, and this camp at the moment hosts about 5,500 people. Initially it was a military camp, and it was made for about 2,000. While the facilities, maybe work for about 800. So you can just imagine the business, in such a place. And I was just reflecting on that last night when lots of refugees were watching football together, and you could all hear them cheer for Barcelona. But that this kind of thing could easily turn to something negative if you have so many people crowded in one place. And so I was asking, people today, how can you sleep? Because it is never really quiet, and some are really struggling with that. So today was a day where we again were having to clean. We cleaned like the cabins, the homes of these people from the outside, took away graffiti, which is somehow containing some obscene messages somehow. And so sometimes you wonder, like, does it really make a difference? Why are we cleaning cabins if there is, different needs out there? But actually for them it means a lot that we would actually care about them and actually do some stuff. And so I was really touched by some people joining us. There was little Marjan, an 8-year-old child from Afghanistan. She was so sweet. I just gave me all these cuddles and so eager to be part of this cleaning action. And she climbed on the ladders and did amazing stuff. And then there was this other Afghani guy who was so touched that we would do that he joined. He went on this dangerous ladder which we had and was cleaning up the ceiling with us, and was just giving him dignity and gratefulness was just something really really appreciating and fun too. Then we were invited. An Afghani lady came and brought us a tea and some cake, which was really sweet. And then at the end of our shift at 6 p.m. we were invited by one of the Afghanis, and that was really touching because in 2015 already he had fled across the mountains, terrible journey, ended up in Germany, and he spoke an amazing German after just 1 year of being in Germany. But then his father died and he went back to Afghanistan. And so just think, from someone who has come through such a terrible situation, and he was so saddened that he went back home, and now it's his second time that he was fleeing his country and the war, and now together with his wife and a little son. And you just think, wow, 2 times facing such a trauma. But he did say it is much better being here at the camp, where you feel safe and surrounded by 7 Afghani families in a small cabin, than being in the war zone in Afghanistan. I just think, wow, this is so touching. And so just being there today, some of us were serving in the warehouse, sorting out socks and so on. You think, like, really, does it make any difference? And then tonight, just when we were leaving, a group of some Africans, northern Africans it looked like, came and arrived through the boats, and were then put in the area, in the quarantine, which we call. And so they were checked by the doctors, and you could see about 30 of them just arriving and feeling like, what is happening here? And because there's no housing for them tonight, we couldn't register them, so they had to sleep on wooden benches. And then my friend Micha had to put up some tents because some of them have skin diseases and need to be put in a different corner. So just some tents on the concrete floor with hardly anything than blankets and a pillow. And that really, I have to tell you that when I passed this a few times, I started to cry. I thought, this is just, and the hope they have in their eyes. And we know when they get to Europe, there is nothing there for them. Hardly anyone is going to get visas and jobs and so on. But they have these dreams when they come, and then knowing inside of me, I don't think they're going to see their dreams fulfilled. So that has been a good day. We as a team, we've loved it, but we also go back home and now have some time, as you can see, relax a bit. But it's also there are loads of thoughts in our minds, and we have to digest what we have just seen and heard. But we're also very grateful to be here, and just know that the tiny thing we do is going to make a difference for someone. Thank you.